nice and fresh out here. Imagine back in Dublin.
Yeah.
Smell.
Katie and her boyfriend Fergal might have been made for each other.
I met Fergal in a pub.
Love at first sight, and we've been together 5 years now.
Tired of their lives in grey Dublin, they're quitting their jobs to move to rural Portugal.
Do you think we're mad?
Yeah.
They put themselves on a house budget with very little headroom.
Oops, my
There you go.
There's a lot of worm in the floor and in the woodwork, I see, yeah.
There doesn't seem to be any sink or taps. Does that mean there's no water?
The roof has caved in.
Is love all they need to find a perfect home? Find out when House Hunters looks for a bargain in Coimbra, Portugal.
You get to go house shopping. That's like the best shopping in the world ever. Oh my God, okay, right. So you realise, right, that this is the size of bug you're going to be dealing with in Portugal.
They won't be that big.
No, they'll be bigger.
Katie's boyfriend Fergal has left Dublin to explore the Portuguese countryside.
He had the idea to buy a house.
I'd visited Portugal a number of times. Love the pace of life here. It's relaxed, the weather's fantastic. It's a change of lifestyle. Here I teach woodwork. I'm quite good at my hands. I'm looking for something to renovate.
You're all nervous.
I'm too emotional.
You're going to miss all this traffic, aren't you?
Absolutely not.
In Dublin, it's time for Katie to say goodbye and follow Fergal to Portugal.
It's going to be difficult. We're quite apprehensive about leaving everyone. It's a scary decision.
It's okay, you're allowed to be emotional, you're leaving, it's fine.
I must remember to bring some tea with me, actually.
Wait, what else are you not going to be able to get over there?
I don't know.
Right?
Brave or foolhardy, they're leaving steady jobs for the freelancer's life.
I'm a fashion designer. It's a scary thought to take myself out of that comfort zone, not knowing how long the money's going to last. Do you think we're mad for leaving our jobs? Yeah. Hopefully, I will be able to make enough to be able to feed ourselves there.
Katie quits her job and flies to far Western Europe to join Fergal in Coimbra, Portugal. Considered second only to Portugal's capital, Lisbon, for its vibrant culture, Coimbra dates to medieval times and is anchored by the University of Coimbra, one of the oldest in Europe. Katie's fashion creations and Fergal's woodwork may suit this artist's and students' mecca. They want to settle outside the city, in the peaceful countryside, but the market might not cooperate.
In this part of central Portugal, people are tending to buy at the lower end of the market, not at the higher end.
Real estate agent Kirsty Redhead has opened her books on this less expensive market for the cash-strapped couple.
There's not as many properties available, and when they do come onto the market, they're getting snapped up quite quickly. Talk me through what you're looking for, just to make sure that we're singing off the same hymn sheet.
Ideally, 3 bedrooms, I think. We'd like people to come and be able to stay with us.
An old stone building that maybe needs a lot of work. Rustic.
Yes. Also something maybe with some outbuildings, space for a studio or the potential to have a studio.
Likewise, I'd like to have a barn or a workshop. You know, I make furniture.
A bit of land to maybe grow some vegetables on.
Okay. How much do you have to spend?
The kind of max of our budget is $85,000, so we need to keep some aside, you know, for renovation costs. We might have different aspirations to the type of property we're looking for, you know. I'm looking for a renovation project where Katie is kind of looking to get a studio and wants to get stuck in straight away, you know, and potentially start earning money.
Kirsty's strategy is to start the hunt with a knockout feature. A river runs through this property located just south of Coimbra.
Come on in.
Interesting, wow, yeah.
Wow, that's a view.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah.
The location has got beautiful views and plenty room for a studio and a workshop.
So the price of this property is?
It's $85,000.
Right.
Okay, so the top end, yeah.
Top end.
Okay, in here we have a bit of a room that I think could be a workshop.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, it's a perfect workshop, isn't it?
It is, yeah. It's a good size.
Yeah.
Should we go and see the rest?
Yeah, let's do it,
please.
yeah.
That's a lovely sound of the river there.
It is, it's beautiful. The property, the land goes right the way down to the riverbank, and you can actually walk into the river and swim down there.
Oh,
so
nice.
It's beautiful. Come on in.
Right.
This is the kitchen area.
There doesn't seem to be any sink or taps. Does that mean there's no water?
Perhaps fresh spring water, I don't know. What do you
Pumping it from the river, maybe, yeah. Are there windows in it?
No, built-in air conditioning.
Oh, very good. Yeah. The amount of work doesn't put me off. I like a challenge. I'm good at my hands, you know.
I like a challenge too. I just don't know how much the challenge might cost us. It'd be quite expensive though to redo all of this.
But there's still a lot of potential really with it though, isn't there? With the setting is fantastic, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Interesting.
okay.
I kind of feel Katie might be a little bit more pessimistic about it. She's concerned about the cost and the amount of work.
Should we go upstairs?
That'd be great, yeah.
Follow me.
Nice and squeaky. It's nice and bright.
It is a lovely light room.
It is.
Yeah.
It's quite small though. I'm not sure about the bars. Here it's a bit like a prison.
Right, yeah, that's true.
Is this the only bedroom?
No, there is another bedroom or potential room for a bedroom that I need to show you.
Okay.
So the second bedroom is round here.
Right.
The downside is that you do have to come out of the house to get to it.
No.
Come on in.
Watch yourself. Wow, look at this.
It is actually like a dungeon.
It is.
It's a cave, isn't it?
Cave.
Stone walls.
This is the living room above.
It is, so potentially a staircase could go in there to
Exactly,
connect.
yeah, so that you're not doing that outside thing.
Yeah.
But how much would it cost? I wonder to.
Yeah, and then the size as well. It is tight.
If you're putting a staircase there, it
much
might
of the
not.
room you're taking up.
The bedroom space might be an issue.
Really, it's a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom property. You know.
And they are small bedrooms as well.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, tell me
yeah.
a little bit about what you're feeling. What's your thoughts?
I don't know whether it's as
I think it's
big
got
as maybe we'd like. What do you
lots
think?
of potential. Maybe the room scenario, but the potential, the rivers.
It's going to cost a lot of money though. The potential. That's the only problem.
Well, that's true.
Fergal really likes the property, but I think that Katie is concerned about what it would cost to renovate. So it's a mixed bag, really.
Great,
You're
thanks
welcome.
a lot.
Moving farther from the city, Kirsty puts them through their paces.
I wanted to really test whether it is a fixer-up that they're looking for. The price of this is $115,000.
Right. It's a little bit beyond our budget. Looks nice and cool.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Katie and Fergal are escaping the Dublin rat race to build a smaller, slower life in Portugal.
That's nice and fresh out here. Imagine back in Dublin.
Yeah.
The smell. There's no smell here.
So hilly, you can see everything from the river.
The stunning views partly reassure Katie about their move to rural Portugal, a leap they're taking without having any employment lined up.
I specialise in knitwear design. Hopefully, I will be able to make enough of a living working on a freelance basis.
1,000,000 miles away from Dublin, huh?
Yeah.
The first house suits Fergal's yen for renovation work, and he already has some ideas.
The view is great. I mean, even if you move the bath around or something, you just can take that view in.
But because the house is at the top of their $85,000 budget, Katie worries about ballooning costs.
It'd be quite expensive though to redo all of this.
Moving south, deeper into the countryside, real estate agent Kirsty Redhead shakes up the hunt with a challenge for Katie and Fergal.
I wanted to show something that was more ready to move into, something in good condition, to really test whether it is a fixer-up that they're looking for. Come on in through these lovely double gates into this beautiful stone-walled courtyard.
Wow, yeah, nice. How many bedrooms do we have here?
We've got 3 bedrooms. The price of this is $115,000.
Right. It's a little bit beyond our budget.
It's a lot of money.
I just don't know if it would be possible to
Stretch
that
that, yeah. That is a big stretch for us.
Yeah.
Wow, those beams are amazing.
Yeah, this is very much open plan living.
It's a lovely big space, isn't it?
Beautifully finished, huh?
Yeah.
It would mean that you wouldn't be able to make a kitchen though.
Well,
You need to love it as it is because you're paying for a property that's
Yeah.
ready to move
Right,
into.
exactly.
So.
Yeah.
Good,
And
good,
what's
good.
this door over here?
That's the bathroom over there. Go on, go ahead. Let's
it
go and
out,
have a
yeah.
look at that.
You have to go down some steps to get in.
Yeah, it's a little bit quirky, but it's a nice sized bathroom.
Yeah, that's great. Let's give it a go. A bit tight, but I'm a tall guy.
Oops, my
There you
dear.
go.
I'd knock my head going in the door.
Might need to wear a trash helmet when you're in here.
Not for tall people.
And just one more room to show you on this level, and then we'll go downstairs.
Yeah. Oh, this is nice.
Yeah,
This is a bedroom then.
it's a lovely. Yes, yeah.
You might have a bit of an issue of damp there in the wall, is it? Or
It comes with the territory with properties over here. It could be a little bit of humidity, which sometimes you get in these old properties.
Sure.
It's easily remedied with a little bit of lime render so that the walls can breathe. We're ready to go and have a look downstairs?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, after you.
Thank
Thanks.
you. Yeah.
It's
Interesting.
unusual, isn't
It
it?
is.
A couple
more.
No, it's very low.
Yeah, mind the steps.
More steps, yeah. A little bit.
It's a lovely
Yeah, it is.
bright room, isn't it? I love this this wall feature here.
Yeah,
Would that be from the original stone
I think
walls?
so, yeah.
Great studio, huh?
It would be, yeah.
It is.
I love the fact that it's so finished and I could throw myself into my work relatively quickly.
Should we go on out to the garden?
Please, yeah.
We'll go out this door.
Yeah.
Here we go. Onto this decked area.
That's
Okay.
lovely.
To see this and get a better feel of the sort of outside
Yeah.
space.
So this is the garden, is it?
It is indeed.
Nice.
Tell me what your thoughts are.
I like the place, but I don't see any kind of potential for me to put my stamp on it, you know, or to... There's no work for me here.
I know that he would like to do the work himself, but it is a beautiful property, it really is. I understand that, but at least I could get started as soon as possible on some of my own work and get the studio set up.
I think Katie really likes it. I'd be a little bit disappointed, yeah, I have to admit that. And then the cost of it is way over.
But the sooner I get started, the sooner I can try and make some money.
Katie's obviously quite keen, but perhaps they're holding back a little bit because the price of the property at $115,000 is over their budget.
I think we're quite split on this.
Right.
Okay. Looks good.
Kirsty shows off a house with a deep history.
This is how it would have been 100 years ago for sure.
And the price? This is dripping in history, isn't it? It's full of beautiful buildings.
This looks like a cute little street. A few shops down here.
Yeah.
Coimbra's art scene gives Katie inspiration. She sees an opportunity to start her fashion business here in Portugal.
Do you have any individual designers? I would like to find somewhere to sell my products.
Is that a possibility to sell through your shop here?
Of course it is.
That sounds brilliant, doesn't it?
Very hopeful.
Fergal's ready to jump into their new life, but Katie's worried about balancing price with their uncertain income.
Oh, yeah, it's a perfect workshop, isn't it?
In the first house, Fergal found a good challenge for his renovation skills, but the price, equaling their $85,000 budget, doesn't leave much room for revamping the property.
Potential. It's
It costs a lot of money, though, the potential. That's the only problem.
Well, that's true.
The second house doesn't need work. It's studio ready, beautiful, and at $115,000, way over budget.
There's no work for me here.
But the sooner I get started, the sooner I can try and make some money.
Learning which way each is leaning, real estate agent Kirsty Redhead takes the couple closer to Coimbra to see a property she hopes will bridge the gap.
Looks good.
It's interesting, yeah. How many
Okay,
bedrooms is it?
This is 4 bedrooms,
And the price?
$60,000.
Oh, okay, sounds good.
Yeah, a lot of space for your money. It's under budget and there's lots of space for a studio and a workshop, so they could make it what they wanted to make it.
I like this.
Definitely rustic, isn't it?
Sure is.
It is. It's an original feature. They would have cooked under there traditionally.
It's a bit low though, isn't it?
It wouldn't necessarily be good for you, being so tall.
Yeah.
But there's a good bit of space in here
it's a
as
nice
far
size.
as the kitchen
Nice
goes,
light
I
as
think.
well with the windows,
Yeah.
you know. What a view there, you know.
Yeah, it is.
Fantastic.
Well, there's lots to see. Shall we
Great.
move on?
Yeah, let's do
Please,
it.
yeah.
Follow me. Through this way. A little bit quirky, the layout here. There's 4 rooms off of